WrestleMania. I know I'm leaving it a little bit late, but here are my predictions. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro defend the tag titles against the Usos, Los Matadores, and the New Day. Yeah, I don't know what to think about this New Day personas that Big E Langston, Xavier Wood, and Kofi Kingston have, but yeah, they're very forgettable at the moment for me. But what I think about what's going on in WWE aside, I think that the team that will win this will be Cesaro and Tyson Kidd retaining the tag team titles. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which is also a kickoff match, which I don't get that. I mean, you want to honor Andre the Giant, or Andre the Giant, maybe I say it wrong, I'm not sure, everyone tells me I say it wrong, but whatever. They have a match that honor Andre the Giant, and now they're having it in the kickoff match, as a kickoff match. The only thing I can, before I get into the match, the only reason I can think that they're doing this is to try and sell the WWE Network a little bit more, give more people subscribe to it. Other than that, I don't really see the point in having that match in the kickoff. But whatever, maybe to give more time to the main show, who knows. Anyway, with that said and done, the winner of this, there's a lot of two favourites that I've got going in. Damien Sandow, who's on the rise right now, who's really hot, and Ryback, who is hot again. He's look, they screwed up Ryback the first time, they screwed him up the second time. Hopefully this time they'll actually do something with him, but I do see the winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal being Ryback. AJ Lee and Paige versus the Bella Twins. Okay, I don't know what to think about this, because you've got your two best women's wrestlers on the same team. I mean, they could have had a Divas title match, and it would have been a classic, especially at WrestleMania. But they decided to go the tag team route and give the title to Nikki Bella. Okay, doesn't matter. So this will be an interesting match, and I think the promo that Paige and AJ delivered on SmackDown this week was actually really good, and it was a real good setup for their match at WrestleMania. But it should be an interesting match. Don't just get up and have this as your toilet break match. I don't think it is going to be. I think it's actually going to be pretty good. I think that AJ and Paige are probably going to bring the best out of the Bellas, hopefully. But I think the winner of this match will be AJ Lee and Paige. The Intercontinental Championship. Oh my god, the back and forth, everyone stealing the belt, and R-Truth hiding it under his shirt, and hiding it in a fucking sack, and oh my god. It's been interesting, to say the least. Does it make the Intercontinental title almost look comical? In some ways, yes. I think it has hurt a little bit, but at the same time it has also been quite entertaining. And R-Truth has been really entertaining with this whole, what he's been doing. But anyway, to get into it, with Stardust, Luke Harper, Dean Ambrose, Wade Barrett, Daniel Bryan, and R-Truth, I think it's going to be a very interesting match, especially being a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. I think they're going to go to the part. Well, I've been talking to a couple of my mates, and well, a mate of mine who's also a big wrestling fan, and he made a very good point that I think they're looking at building up the titles and putting them on big time stars, these mid-card championships, to build the prestige of these titles for. So with that said, I do actually think that this match will go to Daniel Bryan. Now, Dean Ambrose has had a good run last year, but it's sort of dwindled down a little bit. I mean, how many times has Dolph Ziggler had the chance to rise to the main event status? That many damn times and that many damn pushes. But anyway, yeah. Again, I think that the winner of this match will be Daniel Bryan, and it will be a rather interesting and entertaining match. Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt. Now, Undertaker doesn't have a streak to defend anymore, so just a basic one-on-one, but I think the set, so it doesn't really make too much sense, but the setup that Bray Wyatt has had, seeing him more of the man instead of the monster he saw as a child, and the way he set it up with his promos and how he delivered his promos has been excellent. No real surprises there. It's Bray Wyatt. The psychology in this match, I think, is going to be the selling point. I don't think you're going to see, you're definitely not going to see a 5-star wrestling classic in the vein of a Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho style match. Or, you know, you're not going to see that. You're going to see more of a storytelling, psychologically driven match. And I think Bray, it's almost going to be a passing of the torch from Undertaker to Bray Wyatt. Now, do I think Bray Wyatt's going to win? This one is a pick-em. I have no clue who's going to win this match. If I had to make a choice, which is the whole purpose of the video, is to predict for WrestleMania, so what am I doing? I'd have to go with Bray Wyatt. Sting versus Triple H. Okay, this is going to be an interesting match, Sting and Triple H, but I got one question. Who's clamoring for this match? Who was asking for Sting versus Triple H? I wasn't asking for Sting versus Triple H. Were you asking for Sting versus Triple H? I was hoping for Sting versus The Undertaker, but not Sting versus Triple H. Yeah. I think the start, if you guys want a toilet break, I think the entrances to this match will be your time to go take a leak, because I think it's going to be like 10-15 minutes of just entrances. I think they're going to have the big, oh my god type entrance that Undertaker would normally have, or Triple H has with his, like he had last year with the whole King of Kings sort of setup, looking like Shao Kahn. I don't know how to go, but what they've been doing with Sting, it's almost like he's been a mock Undertaker with all the video packages type stuff, and him just coming out and going away, and then the lightning type thing when a mini Sting was in front of Triple H in the ring one time. That was just weird. Anyway, but no, this is definitely interesting, and seeing it's Sting's first match in WWE, it's his first WrestleMania, it's his first main event of sorts at WrestleMania in a WWE event. Yeah, all signs point to Sting winning this match. Now, I think this should be a no disqualification match, especially with the way they've set it up with the whole sledgehammer v baseball bat. I mean, everything time that Triple H has been brought the sledgehammer or tried to bring the sledgehammer into the ring, Sting has pulled a baseball bat out of nowhere. I mean, this week on Raw, it almost looked like he pulled it out of his ass. Seriously, I'm just like, he has it? Where the fuck did that come from? But anyway, I think this match should realistically be a no disqualification match. But again, going to my actual predictions, I think Sting is going to win this match. Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. A lot of people are predicting that Seth Rollins is going to cash in his Money in the Bank contract. I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't see it happening. Unless Roman Reigns wins and beats Brock Lesnar and has been beaten down, or Brock attacks him after the match or something along those lines happens. Other than that, I don't think if that doesn't happen, I don't see Seth Rollins cashing in. Now, but going to my actual, what I'm doing here, who's going to win? I don't know. I see J&J Security getting involved in this. Now, does that mean there's be DQ'd? I don't know. Honestly, at the end of the day, I do actually think that Randy Orton is going to win. But there will be some interference by J&J Security and Kane. There's a small chance that Seth Rollins will win, but I do actually think that this match will go to Randy Orton. John Cena versus Rusev. John Cena, Mr. America, Superboy, Superman. John Cena versus Ivan Drago. No. John Cena versus Rusev. Well, I think this is a boo type match. You know who's going to win this match. And again, it's going to be this whole concept of putting mid-card titles on main event wrestlers. John Cena being that main eventer, the face of the WWE, is going to win the United States Championship and going to beat Rusev's undefeated streak, which I think is a little bit of a lost opportunity there, but there it is. It's what they do sometimes. But yeah, the winner of this match will be John Cena. Well, of course it fucking will be. And now we come to the main event of WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Okay. When it comes to Roman Reigns, I do think he will be a main eventer one day. I think it's too early yet. Honestly, I don't think his promo skills are up to scratch. And honestly, when it comes to that, I think that they should stop giving him so many lines to remember and all this kind of crap. Let him go out and talk. Because right now, with the strip that he's got and everything else, he just can't deliver it properly. So, in my personal opinion, I think they should just let him go out there and just talk. And it might actually get a pretty solid promo. But yeah, I don't think Roman Reigns is ready. And just in case I actually did say Ryback, I didn't mean to. I meant Roman Reigns. I probably screwed up there. No, it's Roman fucking Reigns. But anyway, yeah, sorry, I can't remember if I said Ryback or Roman Reigns, but I meant Roman Reigns can't talk and blah blah blah. You know, let him go out there and do his own promo. Simple as that. He'd probably come off a little bit more entertaining and a bit more solid work. Anyway, I don't think he's ready for the spot yet. And I just don't think it would make sense to have him as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion when you're going to have Daniel Bryan as Intercontinental Champion, John Cena as US Champion, especially with Brock recently signing a 2 or 3 year contract with WWE. I mean, you want to build those titles, the undercard, the Intercontinental and the US title to a higher echelon, a higher prestige. Why would they want to do that besides just giving them to a higher prestige? It's probably because they were going to put the title back on, keep the title on Brock and him not be there, so they have main events with Daniel Bryan and John Cena to sell their pay-per-views. So I actually think that Brock Lesnar is going to win this match. Now, how is the match going to be? Well, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, we haven't seen them. The closest thing we've had is them tugging on the fucking WWE Championship like two little kids. Oh, it's mine. No, it's mine. It's mine. It just... sorry, that thing on Raw just looked absolutely terrible. Other than that, we've had them talk back and forth. I will win. I will win. No, you will not win. You don't have a chance at winning. It's like, oh, okay. That kind of made sense, but... And it doesn't make sense that they're not touching, but touching on the title, it's like... sorry, it just looked a little bit weird. You know, I thought Brock would have just smacked him in the face, but whatever. How's this match going to be? Well, leading into the match, it's not going to feel like much. It's just going to be, yeah, world title match. When the match starts and Brock Lesnar's out there, I don't know about you, but it just feels like a big fight feel. It has a big match feel when Brock Lesnar's out there. I had the same feeling when Seth Rollins, and it's Rollins, not Rollins, John Cena and Brock Lesnar in a triple threat match at Royal Rumble for the title. I didn't think much of the match until the match started, and it was actually felt like a big fight feel to the match. So I think it's going to be quite interesting. So we haven't seen Brock actually wrestle since Royal Rumble, so it'll have that big fight. I think it will have that big fight feel. I've never seen what Roman Reigns is like when he gets really beat up, as being the sympathetic heel that he's going to have to be in this match. There's also been talk of Roman Reigns turning heel and Paul Heyman turning on Brock with Roman Reigns. I don't see the point in that. That sounds stupid, because I think Brock needs a mouthpiece, to be honest. But you never know. It's WrestleMania. There's always a shocking ending. I mean, look at fucking Austin with Vince McMahon teaming up. So it is possible. I mean, Brock can talk. Not very well, but he can talk. There was a long time that he was just by himself doing his thing. So it's a possibility that Roman Reigns might team up with Paul Heyman and screw Brock Lesnar out of the match. But honestly, the way I'm seeing it right now, Brock Lesnar winning and retaining the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Okay, that's my predictions for WrestleMania. Now, hopefully you actually have a chance to see WrestleMania. Hopefully you've bought it on Main Event, or if you're here in Australia and watching it on Foxtel. I implore you to get the WWE Network. It is actually a rather good thing. It's good to have. I only just, because I just recently watched the Hall of Fame. I completely forgot that it was fucking on. And I got the WWE Network on my Xbox One. But for anyone who's a wrestling fan, anyone who's a WWE fan, anyone who just likes this stuff and want to go back to the older stuff, watch the older stuff, having the thing that is at a smaller price at $10 instead of paying like $40 or something, $50 or $60 for a fucking pay-per-view, just pay $10 and boom, you got all that. I think it just makes more sense to get the WWE Network. Seriously, guys, it's just a good thing. I'm not trying to market the WWE Network to you as a thing. I just think it's actually a pretty good fucking thing to have and to watch main events and pay-per-views when you want, especially when they're on, and you know, you don't have to wait for a certain time period if you can't watch it live because you're working or you're doing something, to actually come home and you're able to watch it whenever the fuck you want to watch it. So I think the WWE Network is an awesome fucking thing. Get it? Anyway, enough with the whole media plug that you think I'm probably trying to sell to you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy WrestleMania. Hopefully it's a good show.